prototypes. mBridge is very different. mBridge is a platform that's still about settlement, and I'll talk about what it actually does, but it involves mainland China, Hong Kong, Thailand, and the UAE, different circle, and it's probably the closest platform to production. It's done live value tests and pilot, and it's now in MVP phase. And really the idea is, just to put it really simply, is that it is a piece of code, like technology, it's code, that enables a digital representation of a claim against one central bank to move from one participant to another. What that means in practice, and it also allows atomic swaps or transfers one against the other. But importantly, it needs to, and this ties into Ross's point around governance, it needs to be able to be under a common set of rules and yet preserve the sovereignty of each jurisdiction to be able to issue its own asset, to define the rules of that asset and define the terms of use, define the terms upon which it can be redeemed against the central bank, because the central bank of the UAE is not going to want to trade with everybody else. It will want to really just have the relationship with its own central banks, but still have a sufficiently harmonized regime around it. The other complexity comes that if I'm selling a ship, let's say, I might be selling one across to Anton. Anton and I might use the platform, and we might go, great, we're subject to the same rules, but we'll still need a contract for the sale of the ship. So the other contracts are also important. And so some of the most complex things around these projects are choice of governing law. So which law are we all going to pick is going to rule it? And are we comfortable that then UAE will choose a different governing law for its own aspects? The other one is, in that sort of model, do we have an operator? Do we not have an operator? And if we don't have an operator, how does the flow of permissions all work? And how does change management occur? And then likewise, who's supervising the commercial participants that are on the platform? So lots of really juicy, meaty legal issues, but really exciting infrastructure because it helps solve that cross-border riddle. Now, finally, I'll just wrap with